Good morning, Nova Scotia. It's Wednesday, July 22nd, and this is your Lighthouse Local, bringing you the stories, weather, traffic, and sports shaping our province today. Heavy rain raises flooding concerns across Nova Scotia. We begin this morning with a very wet forecast and a reminder to prepare for possible flooding. Nova Scotia's Department of Energy Management says heavy rainfall could cause water to pool on roads and in low-lying areas today and into Thursday. People living in areas that have flooded before are being encouraged to check drainage around their property and make sure their emergency supplies are ready. Environment Canada says most of mainland Nova Scotia and Cape Breton could receive between 30 and 50 millimeters of rain, with higher amounts possible during thunderstorms. Southwest Nova Scotia and portions of the Atlantic coast could receive between 40 and 60 millimeters. Some of the heaviest showers could produce rainfall rates between 20 and 40 millimeters an hour, so conditions could change quickly during the morning commute. Never drive through a flooded section of road because it can be difficult to judge the depth or whether the road underneath has been damaged. Nearly $10 million announced for youth mental health services. Young Nova Scotians will soon have greater access to community-based mental health and wellness services. The federal government has announced close to $10 million to expand integrated youth services across the province through IWK's Health Anchor Youth Space Network. The investment will strengthen existing youth service locations and could add up to 12 clinical support positions across as many as 8 community hubs. The hubs bring several services together in one youth-friendly location, including mental health care, primary health care, peer support, employment, and education assistance. The program is designed for young people between the ages of 12 and 25 with no referral needed. The expansion will place particularly focus on rural communities, Indigenous youth, and other people who may face barriers in trying to access care. There is cautious optimism for the crews battling the Mooseland Road wildfire in Halifax County. The fire was estimated Tuesday at approximately 1,447 hectares and remains classified as hell, meaning crews were preventing it from spreading beyond the established boundaries. 39 provincial wildlife personnel, equipment operators, and 2 helicopters were working at the scene. Fixed-wing water bombers remained available but were still not expected to be needed. The province continues to ask people to stay away from the affected areas. The section of Mooseland Road between Civic Address 2124 and 2890 remains affected by the province. Today's rain should provide additional help, although crews will continue monitoring hotspots and smoldering areas. Families in Donkin, Cape Breton are getting some welcome community news. The federal government has announced $50,000 for the Donkin Moraine Community Association to replace outdated playground equipment with a modern and accessible play area. The project is also receiving $191,000 from the province of Nova Scotia and $25,000 from the Cape Breton Regional Municipality. The Community Association says the new playground will create an inclusive space where children and family can gather, play, and connect. It is also the first Atlantic Canadian project announced through the new Build Community Strongs Fund local impact stream. For the Wednesday morning drive, Nova Scotia 511 was not showing any major traffic accidents on its public traffic event list during our early morning check. Both Halifax Harbour bridges appear to be operating normally, with no new scheduled closures posted for this morning. The bigger concern today will be the weather. Heavy rain, fog, and standing water could reduce visibility and make the road slippery, so give yourself extra stopping distance, turn on your headlights, and watch for water collecting along the shoulders and in low-lying sections of road. Driver traveling towards the Mooseland area should continue avoiding the wildfire response phone and follow all posted closures. In sports, it was a difficult night for the Toronto Blue Jays, who fell 12-2 against the Tampa Bay Rays on Tuesday. The two teams meet again tonight in Toronto, with the first pitch shortly scheduled for after 8 o'clock Atlantic. Closer to home, the Halifax Wanderers return to the Wanderers ground Friday evening. They will host league newcomers FC Supra de Quebec, with kickoff scheduled for 7. The Halifax Tides are also preparing for their next match. They travel west to face Vancouver Rise on Saturday at Swangard Stadium in Burnaby. For your Environment Canada forecast, across the Halifax region, will be heavy at times this morning before changing to drizzle or showers this afternoon. There is a risk of a thunderstorm along with fog patches and winds gusting to 50 kilometers an hour. The high will reach 22, feeling closer to 29 with the humidity. For southwestern Nova Scotia, including the Yarmouth area, expect heavy rain followed by drizzles or showers. Winds could gust as high as 60 kilometers an hour with a high near 20. In Cape Breton, rain will develop throughout the morning with fog and southwest wind gusting to 50. Sydney will reach a high of 22 with a humidex near 30. Rain and showers will continue in many communities and into Thursday, so keep an eye on local conditions and Environment Canada alerts throughout the day. This is your Lighthouse Local for Wednesday, July 22nd. Stay connected anywhere with our Lighthouse radio app, available now in the App Store. I'm Dan Budgell. Thank you for listening. Have a safe Wednesday.